Michael Scott, Scotty Manfoto, heading to the Ozark National Forest to capture some waterfalls that I had lined up. It's the time of year where the waterfalls should be really flowing well. At least, I hope so anyway. Be staying in the Fairview Recreational Area. It's a little campsite that I know well, been to before. It's conveniently located to the areas that I need to be at. I planned a 4-day trip to allow myself time to capture the images that I have in mind, but also to allow some room for error and mistakes and an adjustment of my schedule if necessary. Well, in addition to capturing some images, I really wanted to give myself some time to just get away from things and just get out in nature and just enjoy the forest. Well, I say these trips are not about camping, but camping's part of it, and enjoying yourself is part of it too. As a landscape photographer, if you're not having fun doing what you're doing something wrong. This is going to be part 1 of 4 videos, so I hope you'll stick around and watch the whole video, and I hope you'll come back and check out the other 3 videos, see what kind of images I captured and how the trip went. I'm really excited about this visit, and yeah, I hope to capture some great images too, some award winners, but we'll see, and as always, I'll let you be the judge of that.
Well, I made it to Fairview Recreational Area. I thought about camping at Sam's Throne, but I kind of drove up there and looked around. It was kind of farther away than really where I needed to be, so this is kind of more centrally located to the photo shoots that I have planned. In fact, I'm going to head down to Pedestal Rocks here shortly and just kind of hang out, sunset, kind of see what's going on down there. I'm not sure if I'll capture an image. It's kind of overcast right now, but the earlier weather predictions were indicating that the clouds were going to kind of clear out and maybe have a decent evening sunset. So we'll see what that provides. Don't know. Anyway, I'm having a little snack before I head down. Getting a little rain drizzle right now, unfortunately, but not a spectacular meal, but it's kind of some bean dip, spicy with crackers. It's not bad. All right, well, got my camp set up, my tent set up anyway, my shower. So just gonna kind of kill a little bit of time here and then head down to Pedestal Rocks. More to follow. I'm heading to Pedestal Rocks, so it's not a big trip, about a mile. Just gonna kind of enjoy the hike. Got the whole place to myself. I think that's one thing about being here during the week is you don't have a lot of company. But on a day like this where it's kind of overcast and not really, it's kind of lonely on the trail. So, but anyway, gonna make the best of it. Get down here. Hopefully the sun will come out. I have some cloud coverage and maybe find a good image. I captured one of my favorite images down here a few years ago. I'll put a link to that right here. And man, I really like this image. And so I've always thought about maybe coming back and try to make it better. And I'm always trying to figure out how I can make a composition better. But I don't know if I'll be able to improve on that. I likely won't shoot that. That's really a sunrise image. So really looking for a sunset image. Although it could work, it's possible. But I'll take a look when I get down there. We'll see. You never know. I'd seen some other compositions down here before and thought maybe I could make an image out of it. Always thought I've had the right sunset. I could probably pull that off, but well, we'll see. Had a lot of rain, so the waterfalls, it's really wet down here. The waterfalls should be looking pretty good. So yeah, and head out in the morning, see what else I can get into. Well, anyway, I typically don't worry about bears on trails like this. In Arkansas, there's not been many bear sightings. Of course, now that I talk about bears, I'll see a bear. And I thought I almost saw one there. I'm not joking. But anyway, not that I want to see a bear. I don't want to see one, but I certainly don't want to surprise a bear with cubs. So yeah, maybe I'll just talk to you a little bit and keep my voice up. I do frequently walk down the trail and holler, "Hey bear!" So, yeah, well, never leave home without your bear spray, regardless. This is one of my favorite spots. I actually came down here and I spent the night just to capture that sunrise image because I didn't want to make that early morning hike. And yeah, and really, I mean, it was worth it. It was truly one of my favorite images. Still one of my favorite images. And I'll kind of show you well, you've already seen the image, but I'll show you the way I framed it up. So just kind of got in close. I forget exactly. I shot pretty wide, probably 14, 15 millimeters, and just kind of framed it up right here along the edge of the rocks to provide a kind of a frame and a foreground interest that kind of led the viewer into the pedestal rock, which I just find fascinating. That rock is just amazing. Actually, this whole area is just amazing. You just hear the silence. Nothing but nature. Yeah, just the sound of running water, and see, there's no wind. It's almost perfectly still. Just amazing. It was a brutal night of camping out here, though. This forest was alive. There must have been 3 or 4 different species of owl just all night long. And then a very large armadillo came crawling into my camp. I was actually kind of pitched up right here with I had my hammock. Yep, my hammock was stretched right across here. And so I was going to pitch up a small tent, but there was just ants everywhere down here. So I really didn't have much of a choice just to kind of just hammock camp. And I'm not a big fan of hammock camping. I mean, I can do it, but you know, I'd much rather sleep in on an air mattress in a tent. I used to sleep on the ground, but those days, that's over. I mean, I got to at least have an air mattress, some kind of mattress. So, yeah, you got to watch your step around here. That's no joke. A lot of places to kind of slip in and fall. Well, I'm going to walk on around the ridge and show you the other pedestal rocks. And I don't think I'm going to be pulling my camera out, to be honest with you. I was hoping those clouds would clear up and at least let some sun through and provide some warm light. I don't think I'm going to get that, so I think it's going to be a rather nasty looking evening. So hopefully the morning will bring something better. All right. I think you could spend hours down here just taking in the sights and just getting down on this lower level right here. I think you could just explore that, maybe even make a few images down there. Well, the sky's not cooperating. And honestly, I mean, even if I don't come up with a composition, I still had a great hike. And it's been a long time since I've been here, so it was really nice to return. But image or no image, it's all about getting out in nature, and it's all about enjoying yourself. And whether I capture an image or not, I've had a great time. I had seen this arch last time I was here a couple years ago, and thought about this, and maybe one day, I don't know, I don't really think so. Just doesn't really have a foreground, and I think there's better things to set my sights on. Well, that's interesting. I think the waterfalls are going to be pretty nice down here. I think I probably picked about the best time to come. And I was kind of worried that with all the recent rain that the water would be brown, but it looks pretty clear, so that's a good sign. And I was actually considering shooting this, maybe with a couple of these trees right here in the foreground. Maybe if I had a little bit more light coming through. I think it'd be a dull image without more light. Light is everything. Everything in landscape photography. When I think about this composition, I really see the composition. Foreground interest here, although they're not, more shrubs than trees, but it does provide some foreground interest, and it's balanced. It's a very balanced image. So you've kind of got the vegetation leading up to the falls, and the beautiful, beautiful green color. Love the green, and the reflective light off the water. I'm going to capture an image. I can tweak it a little bit in Photoshop, Lightroom, and maybe bring it out a little bit, and kind of bring out the light that's there and really make that pop. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, I'd shoot probably more to the right, but I want to make sure I get all the details out of the shadows, but I don't want to clip any of the highlights, any of the water. So I shot one a little bit further to the right though, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, I really couldn't get it composed like I wanted to. I got in close in the foreground with a wide angle. I thought about maybe I should have got back a little bit with a longer lens and compressed the scene a little bit. And if I had more light, I would do that, but all the light's gone right now, so I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. Anyway, I'll show you the image, win, lose, or draw. See what it looks like. All right, I've lost track of time. I got to get out of here. It's getting dark. We got about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes before it's just total darkness down here. All right, well, I'm going to head back to camp and make a fire and have a beverage and kick back and relax a little bit before I go to bed. Got to get up early, head to Six Finger Falls. I'll see you back at camp. Beautiful night, beautiful night. Well, it wasn't much of a day, overcast, but the night's sure shaping up. So I think the weather will be better tomorrow. I'll have better light tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to head down to Six Finger Falls in the morning. That'll be part 2 of this video. So part 1 is ending now. And yep, I'm going to go ahead and call it. But yep, you'll have to pick up back next week to see how Six Finger Falls went. And probably Alum Cove too. I'll probably do that tomorrow as well. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. But hey, if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. Consider subscribing. And drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And as always, if I don't see you down the road, maybe I'll see you on the trail.